Picture this, a world before maps, before empires, before written history. A trader in what is now Denmark, over 5,000 years ago, holds a small, warm-colored stone up to the weak northern sun. It glows with a trapped, honeyed light. He didn't dig this from his own cold, wet earth. This piece of the sun itself traveled over 1,000 miles, passed from hand to hand, from the shores of a distant southern sea. That journey, that ancient, unmarked highway, is what we're walking today. I'm Ibnul J. Farabi, and this is Echoes of the Ancients. We call it the Amber Road, but it wasn't a single path, not like a Roman road. It was a sprawling, organic network of river routes, coastal paths, and overland trails that emerged in the Neolithic, linking the Baltic Sea to the Mediterranean. Its currency was amber, this fossilized tree resin we now associate with jewelry, but which to prehistoric Europeans was something far more potent. Solidified sunlight, the tears of gods, a stone with the warmth of life and the magic of preservation. You could find insects, whole, perfectly suspended inside it for millennia. Imagine the power that must have held. The heart of this story is a profound geographical imbalance. In the south, around the Mediterranean, advanced civilizations were blossoming. The Minoans, the Mycenaeans, the Egyptians. They had gold, they had bronze, they had great palaces, but they did not have amber, and they craved it desperately. To the north, in Scandinavia and along the Baltic coast, people had amber, lots of it, washed up on their shores after storms. But they lacked the sophisticated goods and metals of the south. So, a need was born, a pull, and between them, a chain of middlemen, tribes in Central Europe, who learned the value of controlling the flow. This wasn't bulk trade. This was the movement of prestige. A single, flawless piece of amber would travel south, increasing in value with every exchange. In return would come bronze, ingots, weapons, tools. This metal revolutionized the north. It changed warfare, it changed work, it changed society. But think of the human scale. A Danish chieftain buries a bronze sword with his father. That sword's journey began with a lump of resin he might have held in his own hand, sent south with a trusted kinsman. That kinsman would walk for months, following known river valleys like the Vistula or the Oder, through dense forests, negotiating with each tribe in a chain of silent barter and guarded trust. The amber moved south, the bronze moved north, and with them, so much more. Because roads carry more than goods. They carry ideas. Along the Amber Road, styles of pottery, motifs in art, and even burial practices began to flow. It was Europe's first cultural internet, a slow, physical web connecting disparate worlds. The Nordic sun cults, fascinated with solar symbols, found a perfect physical manifestation in golden amber. That symbolism resonated powerfully with the sun-worshipping cultures of the Mediterranean. The demand wasn't just decorative, it was deeply spiritual. This exchange created a shared language of power and the sacred, from the Baltic bogs to the palaces of Mycenae. Sitting here in New York, a city built on trade, I'm struck by the timelessness of this. We think of globalization as a modern phenomenon, but the Amber Road was a prehistoric prototype. It shows us that the human impulses to connect, to seek the exotic, to assign profound meaning to objects, are ancient and deep. It reshaped continents without a single written contract, without a known map, driven purely by word of mouth and mutual want. It reminds me that the most enduring infrastructures aren't always made of stone and mortar. Sometimes, they're made of desire. That desire created a hidden skeleton for Europe, a network of relationships that would later be paved over by Celts, Romans, and Vikings, but which never truly disappeared. The Amber Road was the first whisper of a connected continent. Thank you for walking this hidden highway with me. This was Echoes of the Ancients, a production of Light Not Studios. Visit us at https://www.lightnotstudios.com.